So they're making me go in the office today, which is fine because there's really good bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches on the way, and it's been a while since I've had one. It's going to be a busy day, which is unfortunate because I like working on my own thing at home. But I get to ride the subway, so that'll be nice. Yeah.
About to get those sandwiches. Nice construction. Court Square is a special place in my heart. I used to ride there on the 7 late at night with Ivan, a guy I used to work with at the Chelsea Piers. Like, I had to have been in his 40s. He was this large Bulgarian dude. And just one of the nicest people I've ever met. When the pandemic hit, and I haven't seen him since then. But word has it that he's working at a CVS, so at least he's okay. Food truck's right there. I don't want to freak anyone out by recording. I'm gonna stop.
So something that I really like about New York is that you can essentially order a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich anywhere. And I think one of the most fun things about the past year and a half is been trying to find the best place that has them. There's two that come to mind. One is this one, which I'll explain in a second, but the other was I forget what street it was on, but on the way to Chelsea Piers, I was living below Prospect Park in like the Flatbush area. There was a place that had the anyways, where was I? Like, what I was saying is yeah, you can order bacon, egg, and cheese anywhere. So you can order it from a taco truck. You can order, I don't know. So long as people have the ingredients, they pretty much know how to bake the sandwich. It's 3 ingredients, right? I guess 4. But my favorite thing is getting hot sauce on it. I think that's really important, at least for my taste. Adding a little bit of spice, and the bacon is also like kind of the most important part. I'm not like, you know what I mean? I can't really tell the difference in the quality of eggs ever. Going back to what I said before, one of the best ones was I would get it on the way to the Chelsea Piers, or if there was one time where I did like an 18-hour shift and I was walking back and I ended up getting the sandwich. But it had like the perfect bacon. It was just crispy enough, like that it would break off. It wasn't like super thin and papery or like burnt. I don't know, it was just one of the better bacons. And the hot sauce was fine. I think they were just using like Cholula or something. But these, which I started getting on my way into work when I started working at Estee Lauder LIC, these are, I think, hands down the best because the hot sauce the guy uses is Chili de Arbol. I've riffed with him before. I shouldn't say riff, but originally when I asked him what kind of hot sauce he was using, he told me it was magic, or he gave me the whole like, oh yeah, it's secret, and then I don't know, the next day I was like, come on man, you gotta let me know. And he was like, it's chili de arbol, which means it's a certain pepper that comes off of I think it's a bush, but it's that translates to chili of a tree or something. But it comes off of a bush that looks like a tree, I believe. Maybe I'll like add information in for myself later. But the hot sauce is the best I've ever had, I think. And I like when I tried to recreate it, it was too spicy. I guess I was just asking. I was just there a moment ago, and I was asking him. I told him, "Hey, I made your hot sauce, but I made it too spicy. I don't know what I did wrong. You know, I didn't take the seeds out." And he was like, "Oh, I leave the seeds in. What you have to do is grind it up even more than what you probably did." And then he said that he also added onion, whereas I only did garlic and the pepper. So, I don't know what else I can really show you. There's like a nice layer on top of there that's really good. And the bacon is fine. It's like a nice, I don't know, nice texture bacon. Yeah, I don't know. They're just delicious, and if I don't eat it really fast right now, it will go to waste. So I'm gonna chow down. So today, fucking sucked. I was stuck in the office all day. I didn't think that I would be there past 4. The meeting I was supposed to take care of ended around 4, but I ended up having to troubleshoot a monitor issue that I ended up just making worse. But I did pick up like a little bit of a surprise on the way home, so maybe that'll make it a bit worth it. Yeah. There's a dude back there who I'm pretty sure is hiring a professional photographer to shoot Tinder pics. Maybe Hinge. I don't know. Bumble or something. Bumble and Bumble. And Estee Lauder owned brand. But it's cool. I was hoping I would actually get to record this thing right here. The dead tree. I don't know if you can see it. It's still falling over. It's in the way of my path. But probably the best Halloween decoration I've seen. I don't know if people here are intentionally not celebrating Halloween, but there isn't too much spooky stuff around here other than the disease that's killing thousands of. There's some free shirts. Back later. So yeah, like I said before, today was awful. Making us go into the office to fix things, even though there's no real confirmed plan to return to the office. The floor that I usually take care of is, there's been no sign that people would be returning. I think they're giving people a day to go in and get their stuff. But it doesn't matter for me, because if something needs to be fixed or installed, for whatever reason I have to be there, even though I'm not the guy fixing and installing it. However, on my way home, there was a Korean market, I believe, and I've wanted to try this for a while, but I need to do a little bit more research on how to cook this and prepare it. But I got some rice cake, which is not like the snack that you eat when you're trying to lose weight. I don't believe it's like something that you can use for stir fry. I first heard about it when I was looking for ways to spice up my ramen game, and the person in the video kept mentioning another dish that I'm not going to try and pronounce, but it also sounded good. And like this looks like, don't these look fucking really good? They like really thick chunky noodles that I feel like, I don't know, I'm really excited for them. I'm not gonna make them tonight because I don't think I have the ingredients for like a nice spicy stir fry, and I don't have to go anywhere tomorrow. I just have to work from home, so that'll be like a nice I'll go to the grocery store on company time, and I'll get some ingredients and figure out what what else I need to make like a good whatever this is dish. But yeah, other than that, I stole a bunch of snacks from the office. There were a bunch of fruit flies in the kitchen, which was disgusting. And now I'm putting these on the floor, which I shouldn't. But other than that, yeah, I'm wiped from going in the office. So I'm probably gonna practice guitar for a bit, and then there was some Arduino stuff that I wanted to get around to. Hopefully, like, I'll push through this kind of this slump and come out a little bit more productive at the other end of it. But if not, who cares? Because I'll just do it tomorrow. Okay, so here's the deal. Right now, I have just rewritten the code. I'm copying off of a YouTube video. I'll link in the description of this video if I ever actually upload one of these. But the thing is right now, all of these lights are on an independent timer. So I forget, like, I lost the code, so I can't check the programming, but I think, this one's 1 second, this one's 2 seconds, this one's 3, 4, 5. So they're all kind of randomly coming on and off. No necessary rhyme or reason. Besides, I told it to do that. I lost the code though, so I'm going to have to reprogram all of these, but the first step, I realized I should just start off with 2, and so LED 1 is defined as pin 13, and LED 5 is defined as pin 9. The reason I'm doing LED 1 and LED 5 is that they'll be distant enough from each other on the board. There's really no other reason. Like, you could do LED 1 and LED 2, right? But yeah, so I don't necessarily understand how this code works. I know that in making like the very easy sequential blinking project, it kind of just delays everything to happen after one another, so the code kind of just goes down the line. I'm sure it does something similar with this. So I don't know. This still could go wrong. Right now I have it set so that my first LED will blink once every 1 second, and then the fifth one will blink once every 5 seconds. It's measured out in milliseconds. So what I'm gonna have to do is just press upload, and the program will run from here onto the Arduino, which will then play these lights hopefully. So fingers crossed. I verified the code, so there's no issues that it's noticing, but I guess we will see when I upload now. Oh, good, Nara. Oh, I didn't. What's it? Oh, geez. Board is Arduino. Port is. I think that I need to do. Is it set to? Let's try it again. Yeah.
done uploading. Okay, so let's see. Oh, so second one came on, or fifth one in the board, and the first one is blinking independently. Tight. So the next step would be writing out all of the code for each one of these, and then kind of setting them to random intervals. So I'm going to do that now. Okay. So I have written the code. Essentially just a lot of copying and pasting, and then re-punching in the numbers. So I guess the idea is, again, gonna turn down my ISO. Yeah, so just like I did before, LED 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, kind of the respective pins that they are on this board. Down there, and then I'm still figuring out. I know Boolean is a true or false statement. This is essentially the timer. So 1:58, 3 seconds. The longest one being 58 seconds, and I think the shortest being just 1 second. Right. So yeah, and then just a lot of copying and pasting. I'm sure that there is a way to clean up the code, but I don't know how to do that yet. I think that the, I guess, like, ideal way maybe would be to reference a document that has, you know, like, hey, here's where all these LEDs are programmed to. But again, I'm not sure. So that's that'll be a process for later. You know, I'm trying to do at least 2 more hours of this tonight before signing off, but we'll see how much my brain can handle. Yeah, so let's see what happens if I click verify. Oh, good, there's an error. Expected that, and let's add that in there, and of course that is happening. So we're done compiling. It actually went through. I forgot to close up these brackets at the bottom. I think I could also just do it. Those 3 right there. Yep, the same thing happened. It doesn't matter if they're on separate rows. So we're verified. Let's see what happens if I upload. We are uploading now. And so first one is still set on several seconds. Row. Okay. So Val turned on initially, and I think it may have something to do with the fact that they set that one for so long. That I set one for, what's it, like 58 seconds. Back to just one blinking. So I have, oh yeah, they're back on now. So they're not acting independently. So they must have been connected to the one that I had going, what was it, up into 58 seconds. But I'm gonna verify this one. I've just changed it so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm gonna upload. So let's see if that 2, 3, 4. There we go. Cool. So I don't know what that was. I think that I had to. There was one issue, was that I didn't add a closing bracket to one of these if statements. So again, I'm copying a lot of this code off of a video. So I'm gonna rewatch that and then try and explain it to myself. Okay, I kind of just rewatched it, or part of it, and I think I figured it out in a way. So if LED1 metro check, so LED1 metro is 1,000 seconds. So if 1,000 seconds have gone by, then run this code. So this will switch. So in running the code, this switches this, right? So switch from LED state. If it's false, switch it to true. If it's true, false. So in other words, if it's on, turn it off. If it's off, turn it on, right? And this is what this is executing, right? So digital write, LED1, LED state. So in writing that, you're either writing false, which would be turning it off, or writing true, which would be turning the lights on. So that first light right there is essentially going true, false, right? I think that would be it. Still new at computing, and any kind of engineering, but yeah, I think that helps or makes sense. I don't know if I'm just a dark silhouette at the moment, but yeah, that makes the most amount of sense. So if LED1 metro, that check. So if 1,000 milliseconds have gone by, so 1 second, then switch these, and by in switching them, then digital write LED1 to be LED1 state, which would be false. Okay, so it kind of, I want to say it folds in on itself, because that's probably wrong. But LED state 1, switching to true would then turn it on. Switching over to false would be off. That's the most amount of sense I can make of it right now. But that's some kind of progress. You know, it's something, right? I guess we'll see. I have these programmable LED RGB, like color changing lights that I would like to figure out how to hook up into my Arduino sometime soon, though these don't necessarily match like tutorials that I'm finding, which I'm sure is a very simple fix and a decent amount to learn, but that's the goal, right? So yeah, I'm happy with that. But other than that, you know, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. Well, I don't know what I mean by not entirely sure. I'm just doing that thing where I don't know how to end a sentence and cut there.